quick deep dive with Diamond. You feel me? So this morning, y'all know I'm night owl. Hoot. But my verse of the day popped up, and it was like probably about 2 o'clock in the morning. And be it that it is also Father's Day, my verse that popped up was Malachi, chapter 4, verse 6. The verse is, and he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the hearts of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse. That's Malachi 4:6, of the King James Version. So my interest got piqued. I'm like, what is that? What that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm already been in my studies been seeing father and child. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me see what the Bible got to say about this. Let's see what this verse really means. All right. So get in the Bible, my little baby. Thanks to a God friend. You know what I'm saying? But I get in my Bible and I go to Malachi. Woo, had to get a little person together, got to get them together. My interest was piqued. And I had to go and go to the Bible and see what it was talking about, y'all. So, as soon as I get in Malachi, the first thing I see is say, a warning to the priest. So, I started there. Because I'm like, it's chapter 4. I ain't that far off. I like to read. You know what I'm saying? I like to see what's going on or get a background of a story so I can, you know what I'm saying, formulate my conclusions appropriately. So, started there. And I seen the word covenant mentioned, you know what I'm saying, about the Levites and that. But then I just kept reading and I got to this verse in chapter 2, verse 10 that caught my eye. So the verse reads, chapter 2, verse 10 is, are we not all children of the same Father? Are we not all created by the same God? Then why do we betray each other, violating the covenant of our ancestors? I was like, ooh. First of all, now I'm relating it to this verse I had already just had. I'm like, that packed a punch. It packed a punch for me because I automatically thought about chapter 25, the Holy Covenant of the Asiatic Nation. And when I read this to you, you gonna see exactly why it packed that punch. Like, it was literally the same thing. So, the Holy Covenant of Asiatic Nations, and it's coming out the Circa 7 Koran. Ye are the children of one Father, provided for by his care, and the breast of one mother hath given you suck. Let the bonds of affection, therefore, unite thee with thy brothers, that peace and happiness may dwell in thy father's house. And when ye separate in the world, remember the relation that bindeth you to love and unity, and prefer not a stranger before thy own blood. If thy brother is in adversity, assist him. If thy sister is in trouble, forsake her not. So shall the fortunes of thy father contribute to the support of his whole race, and his care be continued to you all in your love to each other. Boom! Back to that verse. Are we not all children of the same Father? Verse 1, Holy Covenant. Ye are the children of one Father. And the Holy Covenant is love and unity is what it's saying. If your brother is in trouble, if your brother in adversity, assist him. If your sister in trouble, forsake her not. What does it say? Then why do we betray each other, violating the covenant of our ancestors? Oh, okay. Anyways, I just had to take a deep breath on that because, that took me right where it was supposed to go. Like, so now I go on to the verse that I was originally searching. You know what I'm saying? Because that was just a mind-blowing experience of its own. So, the verse was Malachi verse 6. So, like I told you, I like to start from the beginning, get a full dose of what's going on. So, I'm pretty much, chapter 4 of Malachi is 6 verses, pretty much. So I'm going to just go and read that whole thing, and we'll go from there. So, chapter 4, verse 1. The Lord, and Lord is... Oh, no. Okay, that's good. Okay, so it say in here, chapter 4, verses 1 through 6 are numbered actually chapter 3, verses 19 to 24 in the Hebrew text. So this just broke it down into its own sections. So, but we'll start with 4:1 according to the New International Version. So, the Lord of Heaven's army says, "The day of judgment is coming, burning like a furnace. On that day, the arrogant and the wicked will be burned up like straw. They will be consumed, roots, branches, and all. Before you who fear my name, the Son of Righteousness will rise with healing in its wings, and you will go free, leaping with joy like calves out to the pasture. On the day when I act, you will tread upon the wicked as if they were dust under your feet," says the Lord of Heaven's armies. "Remember to obey the laws of Moses, my servant, all the decrees and regulations that I gave him on Sinai for all Israel. Look, I am sending you the prophet Elijah before the great and dreadful day of the Lord arrives. His preachings will turn the hearts of fathers to their children and the hearts of children to their fathers. Otherwise, I will come and strike the land with a curse." Now, my question is, you sent Elijah with this message. Who is my Elijah? Now, I gotta be real with y'all. Like, I'd heard these names. I know these are names of the Bible, but I ain't never really get down and read the Bible until God showed me things and said, "Now, look at this and see if you can understand it." Because the first time I looked at it, I couldn't understand none of it. But now when I go, it's like perfect understanding. And where did that understanding come from? Experience. All right, now, don't let that go over your head now. All right. So, yeah, I went and Googled, who is Elijah, quite frankly. And when I did that, what popped up was, because I just went with the first thing I seen, and then, I just do me a little background check in the Bible, see where he mentioned that and what all it entailed, you feel me? So, when I Googled Elijah, it says Elijah was a prophet of Yahweh sent to the northern kingdom of Israel during the reign of King Ahab. Through displays of miraculous power and prophecies of hard truth, Elijah tried to call the people back from Baal worship to their covenant relationship with God. So, Elijah came with a message, a hard truth to give to the people, to bind them back, to bring them back from straying after gods that they knew nothing of, and bring them back to the covenant that their foremothers and their forefathers had established with God. Alright, so look, from here, when I heard that, I instantly think, no, but Drew Ali. You feel me? So let me see what he got to say about this. So how I tailored where I was going to go with this, I got a friend, well, not friend, she is a friend, I love her dearly, but a sister that is very fond of astrology, and she found, and numerology, she found that when she utilized numerology, it would reveal to her what part of the literature she should read when it comes to the Koran and our literature. So, picked up I picked up that little sentiment. You know what I'm saying? I use it when I feel like it need to be used, and so far it has been spot on. So let's go to, because the number I got yesterday was, I want to say it was 2:44. Yep, it was 2:44 in the morning. Was it? No, because I ended up with 2. So what was it? That was 8. That was 10. No, it was 12:44. That's what it was. What is it? I don't know, child. But I ended up with the number 2. I had whatever time it was at the time when I had looked into it, like, because at first I went to the chapter. I went to the chapter in the Quran. So whatever time it was, I got the number 2 from that, which I added up the numbers off the time and got the number 2. And yeah, so that's where we're gonna go. First, we're gonna go to the literature, to 2, because this was captivating as well. And this is what's even more crazy. Okay, first of all, it's Juneteenth weekend. Y'all gotta see that this is no happenings. There are no strange happenings. Everything is by design. Juneteenth weekend and Father's Day. Come on now. Come on now. Listen to this message. The Prophet Drew Ali speaks to the nations. If you have race pride and love your race, join the Moorish-American Temple of America and become a part of this divine movement. Then you will have power to redeem your race, because you will know who you are and your forefathers were. Because where there is unity, there is strength. Together we stand, divided we fall. Come, good people, because I, the prophet, sent to redeem this nation from mental slavery, which you have now, need every one of you who think that your condition can be better. This is a field open to strong men and women to uplift the nation and take your place in the affairs of men. If the Europeans and other nations are helping me, why not you? It is your problem. The Negro problem is being solved only as it can, and that is by the Moorish National Divine Movement. If you have a nation, you must have a free national name in order to be recognized by this nation as an American citizen. This is what was meant when it said, "Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, and all things will be added unto you," by the prophet. Well, but no, I ain't gonna cap y'all. I ain't gonna cap y'all, even from going there. So, right before the Holy Covenant, chapter 25 is the Holy Covenant of the Asiatic nation. That was what I first read. Right before that, chapter 24 is the obedience of children towards their father. Chapter 23 is holy instructions for thy children. It's right. That's what this whole verse was about. That's what that whole verse, Malachi 5:6. Chapter 4, verse 5 and 6 in the New International Version. You know what I'm saying? So, man, look. So, what stuck out to me in the holy instructions for thy children? I think, yeah, it's the first 2 lines. Consider thou art a parent, the importance of thy trust, the being thou hast produced. It is thy duty to support. Upon thee also it dependeth whether the child of thy bosom be a blessing or a curse to thyself, and useful or a worthless member to the community. Y'all, I mean, it say it right there. Consider thou art a parent, the importance of thy trust, the being thou hast produced. It is thy duty to support. Y'all, that meant something to me before. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking of from my mom to myself. You know what I'm saying? My parents to myself. But it hit different when you got kids. It's my duty to support them. And in supporting them, I gotta do what I gotta do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I have to play my role. I gotta play my part. But it's, because it depends upon me whether that child becomes a blessing or a curse to thyself, to themselves. What I do will determine whether my kids is a blessing or a curse to themselves. It's what this is. But I had to go, I got to go a little deeper because I went to the obedience of children toward their fathers. Because this is what he's saying. He's saying, we going to bind, the message of Elijah is going to bind the heart of the children back to the father and of the father back to the child. So somewhere our heart's been disconnected. We feeling some type of way. Like, oh, they did this, they did that. You know what I'm saying? Because one, for me, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I disagree with the going into integrated schools. You feel what I'm saying? When we see what it actually did. But they did that with purpose. They did that with passion. That wasn't no light decision. That was a decision made to save lives. You feel what I'm saying? And even though it destroyed something in the process, it was done out of love. It came from the heart. It was no ill intention when they did the whole thing. You feel what I'm saying? So we gotta bind back to that and give praise to that. You know what I'm saying? But then we have to also take accountability of where we at now. Because they took their accountability, what was there to take. They ain't had the information we have. They did their part. Now it's time for us to do our part. Lest we be cursed upon this earth. Saying no to the knowledge. And that's your choice. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody make you take in nothing you don't want to take in, baby. It's your life in the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just going to tell you what's real. Trying to run from the truth, you're going to be stuck in the lie. And the lie is hell. Because truth is I, and I is a lie. That's everything. The truth is everything. The truth is everlasting. We was just talking about this earlier. Wish it was a law to ban people from being spiteful. Ban people from sparing lies on your name. But get what? It is a law. The religion is the law. If I ain't gonna go. Look, religion is something that you just do on it. If you wake up, brush your teeth every day, you brush your teeth at night, that's your religion. You feel me? That it's something that's instilled in you. That's who you are. That's what you do. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you got that freedom. That's why the Constitution protects that. Wait. Let me go to. Oh, my phone right there. That's why. Hold on. Yes. Religion and law. That's who you are. That's your birthright. Religion is your birthright. That is the freedom to wake up and do as you please. Literally. That's freedom. That's freedom. So that's why the First Amendment protects it. It has to, because that's a birthright. Congress makes no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting its free exercise. So, with that being said, if you are religiously a loving person, if you are religiously telling the truth, if you are religiously standing for freedom, or if you are religiously standing for peace and being peaceful, and if you are religiously trying to uphold justice, then baby, can't nothing touch you. The lies gonna fade. The truth is everlasting. It's gonna reveal itself. It's gonna reveal itself. Man, look. We gotta get back to honoring our foremothers and our forefathers and the Holy Covenant. We gotta get back and claim what's ours. And the way to do that is, if your brother is in adversity, assist him. If your sister is in trouble, forsake her not. Speak love. Be love. Speak truth. Be truth. Uphold justice. Uphold freedom. Be free. Be at peace. Uphold peace. That's it. That's the message. That's the message. And it was definitely for me. You feel? But it also got into a whole nother situation when it really comes to who we are in this land right now. Us in specific. The people who are so disconnected from who we truly are. You know what I'm saying? Declaring your nationality is one step, but really knowing who you are when it comes to knowing thyself and thy Father, God, Allah. Whew, that get deep. But it's real simple. So, somebody had posted and was saying that honoring your mother and your father, that commandment didn't come with no consequences or love attached to it. And I want to challenge that to say that yes, it did, because it says it right there in that verse. His preachers would turn the hearts of fathers to their children and the hearts of children to their fathers. Otherwise, I will come and strike the land with a curse. Malachi 4:6. And we're going to go back and find, and the dude was saying that it didn't refer, he don't think that refers to the commandment, honor thy mother and thy father. And again, I'm going to say, yes, it does. It says it blatantly. Verse 4, remember to obey the laws of Moses. What do y'all think the laws of Moses is? The commandments, the tablet that he came and brought to his people. Those are the laws of Moses. So yes, that was what that was. But this is what it's really speaking on, that commandment. This is what it's really speaking on. It ain't saying, listen to them, do what they say if they telling you to do some fucked up shit. Or something bad. Let me reword my vocabulary. If they trying to get you to do something bad or something that's going to harm you or somebody else. No. It says, honor thy father, their father. Wait, matter of fact, let me go to Exodus. That's where it's at. What's that? 2012. Whew, what's the chances? 2012. Exodus 2012. Honor that. All right. Okay. Let's go. Let's see. And it is 20. Let's get them 20s. That's 13. This is Exodus 20:12. Honor your father and mother, then you will live a long, full life in the land of the Lord your God is giving you. Honor thy father and thy mother. So I'm honoring my mama and my daddy. My daddy that got bricks stowed at his feet walking to school. My mama that had folks calling her niggas and all kind of hanging nooses up. You feel what I'm saying? While she trying to make $1 to pay her bills. I'm honoring my ancestors that got out on this block and got beat up by dogs. That got their businesses bombed. I'm honoring these people that stood on platforms to tell us the truth of who we are. That got took out of here unjustly. I'm giving honors, all honors and high praises to my mother and my fathers. Yes. Yes. And then I'm going to go chapter 24. The obedience of children toward their father. Verse 2. Go to the desert, my son. Observe the young stork of the wilderness. Let him speak to thy heart. He beareth on his wings his aged sire. What's sire? See, that's what I'm that type. Let's go to the dictionary. What does sire mean? He beareth on his wings an aged sire. It says the male parent of an animal, especially a stallion or bull kept for breeding. Or in an archaic sense, a respectful form of address for someone of high social status, especially a king. So in my mind, it's saying that the people that birth you, your blood, the people that you trickle down from, they are in you. Honor them. Without them ain't no you. Without them ain't no you out here pulling no portrait. Without them ain't no you going to college. Without them it ain't no you out here free. Without them ain't no you finding your way back to God. Ain't no way. You gotta honor them. Gotta honor them. How you honor them? Acknowledging them. And when you acknowledge them, then you can be able to acknowledge who you are. But for a lot of people, it's going to start with acknowledging who you are first. Then you get to acknowledging them. Because I know that when you start figuring yourself out, you're going to start figuring out who and where you came from. Now, what you do with that information, that's up to you. But according to here, love the answer. According to the Bible, love the answer. That's why we love Jesus, ain't it? Jesus was love personified. Jesus was the love of God made flesh. Manifest. Love is the answer. When your brother is in adversity, assist him. When your sister is in trouble, forsake her not. Honor thy fathers and thy mothers. Love. Show love. That's it. That's all that's the message, y'all. That's the message. Know thyself. When you get to know thyself, then you can love thyself. You can't love thyself if you don't know thyself. You might try, but you're going to be doing it improperly. I'm seeing it every day. I did it improperly. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't just coming from a standpoint of getting my hair did and did that and the third. Because who's to say that's loving yourself improperly? No, it's about how you treat yourself mentally. How you treat yourself physically as well. But a lot of it comes from mental aspects because a lot of us mistreating ourselves through other people. And then we like to put that blame on other people. You doing this to me. You doing that to me. You giving them the space to do it. Because it's like, once I see that something means me harm, access denied. Access denied. And then sometimes you're going to come into situations where you might not can necessarily deny access. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny access to your flesh. So I'm going to deny you access to my spirit. You can't kill my spirit. I'm not going to let you do it. So you can come around here with all that hate, speaking whatever it is you speak, I'm going to shut it down. You can be mad as you want to be. I'm going to shut it down. Because it's going to get to a point where you ain't going to even want to open your mouth when you're around me. I haven't seen it. I'm watching it happen, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. I'm watching it happen. They get to acting weird. Then they start really acting funny and trying to get to you, but you just have to really stand strong. You stand strong when you know that you are loved. That's when that faith started kicking in. What do you know? Do you know that you've been honoring your foremothers and your forefathers? Do you know that you stand for love? Do you know that you stand for truth? Do you know that you stand for freedom, peace, justice? If you know those things, then you have a security. That's my security blanket. You can't do nothing to me. I'm good. I know it. Based upon the laws that I obey. Obedience is the key. And that's it. It's easier said than done. But it becomes really easy once you get practice. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Practice make perfect. God is the ultimate teacher. Ain't no problem. You gonna throw out that I ain't got the perfect solution. Is you looking for it? How many times you willing to rework the problem? Cause me, I ain't no fan of redundancy. So I'ma just tell you that. I do not, like, even with talking to people, like, if I'm talking to you and I'm saying the same thing and I said it like 3-4 different ways to try to grasp your understanding. If you don't understand, I'm done. Like, I ain't gonna do it. It's just like a child. If I'm trying to get something across to them and they steady not getting it, I'm gonna stop. Because then I'm gonna realize, okay, your level of understanding for this isn't here. So let's go to something else. We're gonna move around. You know what I'm saying? And get something until we find something that you can grasp. You know what I'm saying? To your level of understanding. That's how you work with kids. And that's why the system we in just ain't even, why I like our children being pretty much neglected in the school system. Because we're not cultivating things to their level of understanding. You putting them in a room with 30 people and say, oh, y'all do this at the same rate of speed. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. God don't do us like that. So why would we do our kids like that? No? So that's it. That's just the message, y'all. I love y'all. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, baby. Know thyself, and know thyself in thy father, God Allah. Honor thy father and thy mother. Let's see what that says, because I had that in my book. Hold on. So, you know, we got to go in with what my good brother say. We got to go in with the hammer. Honoring our father and our mother. His father, Allah is the father. We are the children of one father and one mother, breast giving us suck. I mean, we are all nurtured by that one mother. And I'm going to go in chapter 3 in the circle 7. Verse 11, it says that the Lord self breeds hatred, slander, lewdness, murders, theft, and everything that harms. The higher self is mother of virtues and the harmony of life. Because that's what come in and nurture you. That's what keep you protected. When you got those virtues. When you have that harmony on the inside, that you know everything is all right based upon the upholding of those virtues, the honoring of those virtues. Honor thy mother and thy father. Woo! That was a good one for this weekend. You hear what I'm saying? Juneteenth. When we was proclaim to be free in the Americas? This the message God had for us this weekend. Honor thy father and thy mother. Get to the real freedom. So yes, clap, clap. I'm honoring. Juneteenth ain't no celebration of me being free. Juneteenth is me honoring the fact that my people had to go through that and they made it. That's what I'm celebrating. They made it. And they made me. So I can take the ball and run with that sucker. You hear me? Run with it. Can't touch this. For real. I don't. Peace and love, y'all. Back with the hammer. Because I just have to go one more time. Honor your father and mother. Then you will live a long, full life in the land the Lord your God is giving you. And then back to the Koran, 25, in the covenant of the Asiatic nation. Verse 5. Verse 5. So shall the fortunes of thy father contribute to the support of his whole race, and his care be continued to you all in your love to each other. The message is love. The message is love. And we gonna always come to a problem with loving each other purely when we're not able to give that type of love to ourselves. That's why you gotta know yourself first. Because once you know yourself, you will know that you're connected to everything. It is all connected. That's what they kept saying. I've been watching Manifest. You know, I had to watch it late. I ain't a bandwagoner. So, but that's all I keep saying. It's all connected. It's all connected. We are all connected. Science can now prove this. We are all connected. So we need to love one another. Even when it ain't so easy to love you. Get what? Sometimes me loving you is getting away from you. Because getting away from you, I won't hurt you. Because I know if it's that type of energy, I'm going to want to hurt you. Whether it's with my hands or with my mouth. Or with my thoughts. You feel what I'm saying? And in the end, that hurts me. That's what we got to see. Y'all got to see. It's talking about right here, right now. I walk outside and bound to see a 12-year-old laying on the ground at the hands of another 12-year-old. Riding up the street the other day. Little boy ain't no bigger than my thigh. Sitting up here clutching. Come on, now these children don't know themselves. They don't love themselves. Why? Because they mothers and they fathers. Then I know themselves. Then I love themselves. But guess what? And it might have went on for a couple generations, but they forefathers, they foremothers loved themselves. They knew themselves. We falling from grace, people. We falling from grace. And it's just too easy to do nothing, but yet it's so hard. Get up out that uncomfortable, comfortable place. Because when you start delving into the real, what you think is uncomfortable, it start getting real comfortable. Because that's the only way you're going to get it. Only way out is through. That's it. It's a mess that we made for ourselves. And now we got to get back to it. And I know everybody want to say, it wasn't me. I wasn't here. Yes, you was, baby. Time never was when man was not. You was here, whether you remember or not. But you'll be able to remember once you start tapping into who you is. So we gotta take the ball from our ancestors. They did what they had to do to get us here. They created space for us to be somewhat free, to continue on our path of freedom, of righteousness, of love, on our way back to God Almighty, baby. It's time for us to do the work. That's what I got from this. like shit. Like I wasn't thinking at the same rate as everybody. And I can't really tell if it's a good or a bad thing, but shit, oh well. Like, why is it a bad thing if I choose to spread my wings?